Hello and welcome to this edition of Big Scott 35 Wednesday edition, additions to the collection. This week is going to be some purchases online and my a 5 card PSA return. So a little mix here. I'm holding back some pickups until I get the rest in. I want to kind of show off all my Pete's that I'm picking up from the 2024 Topps flagship. But first, just to let I got the from Mike uh, team uh, team set to go in my binder. I did pick up a Singa, which will also go in my binder, the gold foil. I'll probably pick up the Singas. I wasn't thinking. I thought I was going to pass. I forgot he had the cup this year. So I'll try to pick up some Singas along the way with the cup. I really like that to add to my binder for him. Then the Frank Thomas 89 silver pack. The Frank Thomas 89. And then the Grand Games Frank Thomas. Got the Cal Ripken. And I got this. So these are all from Mike O on his weekly sale group. The Cal Ripken 89 and the Johnny Bench Grand Gamers. And then this one from Sport Lots. I've been selling on there, so I flipped a bunch of very, very, very low end cards, dollar less. Probably I'm averaging maybe around $1 a card, but fastly dropping because a lot of the higher, I price my stuff to move because I just want it out. And I was watching a video last night of somebody that would be very upset with me, but I don't care. It's my choice to move it along. If somebody else feels like they can do something more with it, they can. I just want it gone, and I'm hoping it gets to a more somebody in their collection, that collects that stuff. But I have no control over it, and it just seems more and more the term collecting or collectors is being changed to actual inventory for sellers. I laugh sometimes when they say, "Oh, I've had this card in my collection several times." Why is that? Oh, you keep selling it. I, okay, you might be upgrading it different reasons, or it was just too good not to sell, whatever. But I find that term funny. And another thing I'll probably talk about more about Friday is the Hobby's Dead. I've heard it several times in the last 2 weeks from different, it's people that on the edges, the fringes, and they have specific reasons why, and most of it has to do with selling. But and I'll talk more about that on Saturday. But that is my purchases online. Now I'm going to show you my PSA return. Yes, this is one that was gone 14 months. There was issues that had to be cleared up. I have only one left out, and that was from February of 2023. So I'm just a year behind on that one. So this is the 2005 Donruss Diamond King Gary Carter Hall of Fame Heroes framed red. Yeah, so when I got it back, I do see some corner damage, but we got the right grade, a 6, because of that. I don't know if I saw it. It was so long ago. I don't take notes. This is from a registry. So I think these are cards out of that large purchase I made. I can't even remember that. That's how sad that is right now. So this is 2004 Topps Tribute to Gary Carter. Beautiful card. This putting it in here doesn't know, and you can't really tell the shine. This is one of my favorite, more modern cards of him. Gary Carter, Hall of Fame, and at 8. I'm sure it's got some surface issue, but beautiful card. With that shine, uh, just sure it does. And this is really like these cards as well. The Signature Edition, 2004 Topps Retired Signature Edition. Gary and his Expos. This looks like the end of his career. Even has the old school Topps logo. Really like that. Looks like it could have been like some infield practice, maybe. I mean, they don't really do that in the majors, but I don't know. He might have been catching a pitcher between innings as well. Another Expos card. Love him in his Expos uniform. 2004 Donruss Gary Carter throwback threads. Another 8. Sometimes, and this is out of 1,000, so this is a tough card actually. I'm so glad I bought that that collection. Got some stuff to really, basically finish the basics. It's got a little corner issue right down here. So I'm sure that's where the 8 comes from. But beautiful card. Love the Expos and the Expo colors on the edge. The last one, another great picture. I believe this was also used in Collision series in Gypsy Queen one year. Him getting ran over at the plate. And again, Expos uniform. Gary Carter update or UD Sweet Spot Classic. Just another beautiful card in a 9. It's got the gold on the corners, gold here. So anything, in there that's not 100%. A lot of places for it to get damaged to get a 9. Another tough card to grade. A lot of times this hologram is not perfect on Upper Deck products. That's one of the just common issues since 1989. So it's just a lot of things going on this card that could go wrong. But I'll take a 9. Like I said, this is all for the set registry. They had a deal for more modern cards. I think it's the modern. I forget where their years cut off. I do remember that it actually said it on the header of the spreadsheet that these were on. And I need to put them back into my spreadsheet, enter them into PSA, wrap them up, and put them away in my box of Gary Carter. I got several boxes of graded Gary Carters, but very happy to get this back. Grades are correct. I'm not upset with those at all. Maybe I need an update or get a better one. But I really, at this point, I've talked about it before. I'm kind of not 100% done with the registries, but it's getting closer and closer that way with PSA. Because for low end cards, and they might be doing this because they don't want them anymore. I don't know, but you have a registry to generate business, and you don't really have a pricing scale for us guys. It's hard for me. Like, I felt like these were a little bit more than, 50-cent cards. So these were like maybe $5 cards. Uh, Even that, the one being number to 1,000 might have been a $10 card, $8 card. Probably not, but uh, I felt like these were. I looked for some to even at the deal price that were not just base everyday cards, but I feel like it's still low, very low end stuff, and the pricing now just doesn't correlate with that very well. And a lot of cards I need for the registry are just not out there. They're not. I just can't find them. When I go to shows, never see any PSA graded Gary Carter's. Not thinking, oh well, shoot, it's hard to find Johnny Bench PSA graded cards. Playing days. A lot of graded stuff is the new stuff. It's that era that's not old, but it's not new. So it's in that dead space era, in between where you don't see a lot of it at shows. You have to dig and hunt, and my best chance is wear Gary Carter shirts, which I kind of started doing. So it's kind of a billboard, but I've rambled on enough. So I got a few more Gary Carters out. I think it's 4 or 5 more in this February of 2023 for the registry. I'm always kind of, they had a deal for like $9 or something cheap for members. I just don't want to pay the $100, and I mean, I have some Gary Carters that would have fit that like this. These are 2004s. It's not the playing day cards. I have the tops run of playing day ones done, but I still have playing day cards that I need to get graded, and that's still a higher price for those. But that's where I'm at with the registry right now, and so let me know how y'all are doing with the registry. If you're in a higher end one, I can see it. I can see, like, if you're in a Michael Jordan one like Victor, or I don't know, something that's got higher end stuff, and I can see it. In the registry it was fun. It was a great tool for me to collect Gary Carters. But I used that tool to collect my Roberto Clemente's without being in a registry, and it's a Frankenstein. I built it. I built this monster, and it's beautiful. It's all different types of graded cards, and that's the route I'm going. And I hope they do something in the future for the PSA. I don't know what the answer is, but I don't mind. I do not mind waiting a year for my cards if I know that's what's going to happen. If I know if it's for the registry, but I'm starting to get at that age in a year. I don't know who they're going to send it to because I might not be around. But things happen. I have friends oddly passing away quite a bit here in the last year or so. But it's that. But I wouldn't mind it if they came out with a $10 deal, but it's a year to get them back. I'll be all for that, but because I would know what's going on when you send them in, and it's supposed to be 3 months, and you don't really know what's going on. It's hard enough as a person that does it, that goes through somebody else, and I feel like they're doing all they can, but I still feel like I don't have the whole answer, so I don't know what's going on with my cards. Uh, you don't know, and now what? I mean, it's a little bit going on with SGC right now. They did the end of the year $9 Bowman special, and now they're behind, right? And I got cards there through somebody, and one of my boss's cards, and now it's been a little while. We got the other one back really, really fast. And I told him, we got oddball stuff in there. So it's going to take some time, you know. Uh, Not everything is, got used to that quick turnaround with SGC, and, now it's a hiccup. And to me, I think it's still very fast. Uh, but, it's twice as long when they were getting them back in 2 weeks. Now it's taking a month. But anyway, I digress. Let me know what y'all are doing down in the comments below. Uh, I'm very happy to have these back. Very happy with my pickups so far. Can't wait to share you my 2024 Pete Alonso run. Not buying any boxes or anything. I'm using the money that I would have spent on boxes and blasters and all of that I would usually do, and trying to keep track of what I'm spending just on Pete Alonso's in the base set, so I could give you a rough estimate when it's done about how much money I spent and what I got out of it, and opposed to buying a box or blasters or whatever. We can talk about that on a later one. Collecting on a budget. So until next time, like, share, tell a friend. Please comment below. Please, like I said, please hit one of the thumbs. It helps the whole community out in the algorithms. And then if you don't mind leaving just a quick little comment, also, I think that helps out the whole community. Let's card, not just me, but the whole card algorithm. And until next time, see ya.